We all know I'm not in my best shape right now, and people can...
Well, now you're saying it.
Yeah, but that is the truth. I didn't play for long, and people can say what they want. I don't care. You know, I just do my thing. If you are angry, it's your problem. If you are happy, it's your problem. So for me, that's...
Manchester United are once again at the heart of football's biggest talking point. For months, fans have debated André Onana's form, his future, and his ability to carry the weight of being United's number one.
I'm tired of Onana! André Onana! How many chances do we have to give you? How many times do we have to forgive you? André Onana!
Signed with so much expectation, Onana has dazzled at times with his distribution, his composure, and his confidence.
I think André had a difficult season this year. I've had him at Ajax for 4 or 5 years. He did incredible for us. He was amazing. So he has all the talent. He has the technique.
But he has also endured difficult spells where every mistake was magnified, every misstep turned into headlines, and every performance dissected by critics.
And it's Gibbs White! And can time in this match. Nottingham Forest are ahead. You thought there must have been.
Sané for Kane, Kane for Sané. Oh! And right through André Onana. And Onana is left with his...
The Premier League is unforgiving, and Old Trafford is perhaps the harshest stage of them all.
Difficult. You know, it's difficult to lose this way because I think we were... In the beginning, we start very good, and after my mistake, we lost the control of the game.
Just when it looked like Onana's story was beginning to settle, Manchester United made a move that has shaken the football world. The news is official. Emiliano Martinez, the World Cup winner, the penalty hero, the leader of Aston Villa's rise, has joined Manchester United in a stunning £55 million deal.
Liverpool fans, here we go, finally, Manchester United in negotiations with Aston Villa to sign Emiliano. Martinez, the player already said yes to the move. He wants to go to Man United, and now negotiations between clubs. Let's see if there is going to be a player into the conversation. Maybe Jadon Sancho could be an option for Aston Villa, but meanwhile, Man United have an agreement with Martinez. He wants to go to Old Trafford, and now the deal depends on the two clubs negotiating with...
This wasn't a transfer anyone saw coming, and the shockwaves are still being felt across the football community. Martinez is not a gamble, not a prospect. He is a proven winner, one of the most reliable shot stoppers in the Premier League, and a goalkeeper who thrives in pressure moments. For United, his arrival signals ambition. But for André Onana, it raises the biggest question of his career. What happens now? Martinez arrives at Old Trafford with a reputation that cannot be ignored. His penalty saves in the World Cup final made him a national hero in Argentina. His leadership qualities made him indispensable at Aston Villa. And his mentality, the way he never backs down, never hides, never loses confidence, makes him exactly the kind of player United fans have been crying out for. So what does it mean for the man currently wearing the gloves? For Onana, this is no ordinary competition. This is a direct challenge to his place in the team. And here's where Ruben Amorim's role comes in. Unlike managers who stick stubbornly to their first choices, Amorim is a tactician who thrives on competition and adaptability. He has no fear of making bold calls. If Martinez shows he deserves the spot, Amorim will not hesitate to hand him the number one role. But equally, Amorim is known for pushing players to elevate themselves, for creating an environment where no one is safe and everyone must prove their worth. That means Onana's destiny is not yet sealed. It lies in how he responds to this challenge. The styles of the two keepers could not be more different. Onana is a modern sweeper keeper, comfortable far from his line, capable of launching attacks with his passing, and willing to take risks most goalkeepers would never dream of. Martinez is a warrior shot-stopper, dominant in the box, commanding with his voice, and unbeatable in high-pressure penalty situations. Amorim suddenly has two completely different tools at his disposal, and the competition between them could redefine the way United play. The suspense is gripping. Does he stick with a high-risk, high-reward Onana, or does he lean into the safer, more commanding Martinez? For the fans, this has sparked endless debates. Some argue Martinez was signed to replace Onana immediately. Others believe Amorim wants two top-class options, so United never suffer from inconsistency again. Pundits like Gary Neville have praised the move, calling Martinez a winner who can lift the standards of the entire defense. But there's another angle to this. Perhaps Martinez's arrival is not the end for Onana, it's a challenge he needs to truly reach his potential. Sometimes, competition brings out the very best. That is the real treat in this story. Emiliano Martinez's signing isn't simply about strengthening Manchester United, it's about testing Onana in the fiercest way possible. Under Amorim, nothing is guaranteed. Onana can either rise to the challenge, sharpening his game and proving he belongs at the very top, or he can fade under the pressure of a World Cup winner breathing down his neck. Either way, the battle for the #1 jersey is set to become one of the most dramatic storylines of the season. And as fans prepare for the upcoming matches, the suspense grows. Who will Amorim choose? Who will take their place between the posts? Who will define the new era at Old Trafford? Emiliano Martinez's arrival has set the stage, but the spotlight now shines brighter than ever on André Onana. His response will not only decide his own future, it could shape the destiny of Manchester United itself. When Manchester United signed André Onana, it wasn't just about bringing in a new goalkeeper. It was about reshaping the way the team played football.
He was amazing. So he has all the talent. He has the technique, the pace, the coordination. So I'm sure he's going to be all right for next season for the club, and he's going to show what kind of quality goalkeeper he is.
So you fully stand by him. If you could give.
Onana represented a bold step into the modern game, one where keepers are not only shot stoppers but also playmakers. From the very beginning, his presence gave Manchester United something they hadn't truly had since the days of Pique-Edwin van der Sar, a goalkeeper who could dictate play with his feet, launch attacks with precision, and bring a sense of control and possession. His ability to step outside the box, to act as a sweeper, and to relieve pressure in tight moments quickly became a cornerstone of United's tactical identity.
Oh, risky. Here comes Onana. We can call that a decent ball. Maybe 5 sides were more generous.
Comfortably saved in the end again.
Fans will remember those early games where Onana's passing range turned defense into attack in an instant. Long, accurate balls over the top, short passes into midfield, calmness under pressure. He brought a sense of composure that changed how opponents press United. Instead of panicking when opposition strikers close in, United could use Onana as an extra outfield player, stretching the pitch and creating space. His bravery in possession, though sometimes risky, was a tool that allowed Ruben Amorim's side to try and play the kind of modern, expansive football United had been craving for years. And then there were the saves. For all the attention on his distribution, Onana proved his worth with his reflexes and shot-stopping ability. Time and again, he came up big in crucial matches, producing saves that kept United alive when the defense faltered. Supporters began to realize that, while he might not always make the saves look glamorous, he had a knack for delivering in the moments that truly mattered. Whether it was a one-on-one stop, a fingertip push around the post, or a calm claim under a high cross, Onana gave United stability in high-pressure moments. Beyond the technical side, Onana's personality also became vital to the squad. He is vocal, commanding, and unafraid to call out teammates when standards drop. At a club like Manchester United, where leadership has sometimes been in short supply, his willingness to take responsibility stood out. He wasn't just another signing. He was a statement of intent, proof that United were ready to modernize and trust a player who carried himself with both swag and accountability. That kind of mentality spread through the dressing room, reminding everyone of the high expectations that come with wearing the badge. For much of his first season, Onana was one of the reasons Manchester United could remain competitive. His confidence in tight matches, his refusal to shy away from the spotlight, and his ability to bounce back after mistakes showed resilience that fans gradually learned to respect. United, for all their struggles, knew they had a goalkeeper capable of facing adversity head-on. His performances didn't just win games, they helped set a tone. And in a season where the margins were often razor-thin, that mattered. That's why, before Emiliano Martinez ever arrived,
to the move, he wants to go to Man United, and now negotiations between clubs. Let's see if there is going to be a player into the conversation. Maybe Jadon Sancho could be an option for Aston Villa, but meanwhile Man United have an agreement with Dibu Martinez. He wants to go to Old Trafford, and now the deal depends on the two clubs negotiating with a verbal agreement to be reached if everything will be in place.
André Onana was already crucial to Manchester United's progress. He wasn't perfect, but he was essential.
Forest are ahead. You thought there must have been.
Sané for Kane, Kane for Sané. Oh! And right through André Onana. And Onana is left with his face in the turf. The goal, I'm afraid.
He embodied a new way forward, one where the goalkeeper was as important to building attacks as he was to stopping them. And now, with Martinez entering the picture, the narrative has shifted. But it's impossible to overlook just how important Onana was to United's journey up to this point. Without him, the story of Manchester United's recent past would look very different, and the story of their future would be far less dramatic.